What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are reviewing Rocky. And to anybody that has been wondering where I was just taking a break. I'm sorry, guys. It's just there was nothing else to do. So hey, I just want to apologize for being away for so long, but hey, we're back. But and why not come back then starting the Rocky franchise? So let's start off with the original, shall we? Now, what I thought of the first one. Honestly, it's a classic. Like, did you know that MGM and United Artists, like basically everybody involved didn't think, all thought that Rocky was gonna be a flop, and that they were I forget what this other movie that that they were producing at the time, but at the time they thought that movie was gonna be a hit. And boy, did that one movie they thought that was gonna be a big success went on to be a financial a financial disaster. And as for Rocky, he didn't become a flop. No. He became a massive hit at the box office. Like, literally the budget is literally $1.1 million. Basically a $1 million budget. Just think about that. That whole movie only cost $900,000 to $1 million. And guess what it gets back? Over $200 million plus. For a very low budget movie, that is an insane amount of money, right? And because what I thought it, first of all, what is wrong with the brother? That's what I'm wondering. He's over here like grabbing bats. Oh man. All I can say is what's wrong with him. But Rocky, Sylvester Stallone made the character iconic. Like, I just can't see anybody else play Rocky besides Sylvester Stallone. Okay, because when you come to think back, did you know that Sylvester Stallone actually came up with the script in just 3 days? 3 days. And at the time, he was poor. Now, thanks to obviously the success, he was beginning to be a rising star. And what I thought of Apollo Creed, or Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed, iconic. Like, now a lot of you guys may recognize him in The Mandalorian, which go check that show out, because that show is amazing. I'll tell you, I no matter what role he's in, I will always see him as not Carl Weathers. I'll always see him as Apollo Creed, in my opinion, as the Apollo Creed. Because listen, we can come to think about it. In the first 2 movies, they were like enemies, but hey, because it's a classic underdog story, basically. Because Rocky, in my opinion, it's definitely one of the best sports movies of all time, in my personal opinion. But hey, everybody has a different opinion. But hey, now the one thing I really want to talk about the most is, first of all, people, don't eat raw eggs, like gulping it like that. No, don't ever do that. Okay, because you could potentially get salmonella, or whatever it's called. Cause trust me, it's not. All I can say is that it's not a good idea. But I'll tell you, is that the ending where essentially Rocky loses And he did bring up a good fight. It's just, unfortunately, he didn't win. But, you know what that teaches? At least he tried. At least he actually stand up, to Apollo Creed. And it was actually the closest. He was that close to beating him. But that perfectly does set up the sequel, however. Because, in my opinion, and we will talk about Rocky 2 in the next, next episode, but, so yeah. Overall, and by the way, when he does this, that was actually filmed in Philadelphia. And in my opinion, that's what makes this movie more special, is that it takes place at Philly. And I was at Philly several times. So that to me is more special. Is even more special to me. So, hey, all I can say is congratulations to the Eagles. Since by the recording of this video, we are getting close to the Super Bowl. And okay, we're pretty much close to the Super Bowl by the recording of this video. Obviously, maybe the Super Bowl, maybe future me might know the Super Bowl is probably long past, but in my opinion, let's see if the Eagles win, because see that? See that eagle right there? Go Eagles. Okay? Because the Eagles are pretty much great here. Anyways, so yeah, overall Rocky was a great underdog story, and I really liked it. And that's it. Rocky came out in 1976 and was a massive success at the box office that it spawned a sequel, which came out about 3 years later. And in my opinion, I actually prefer the sequels over the original, because Rockies 3 and 4, I probably rewatch the most. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts on Rocky, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and stay tuned for Rocky 2. I'm glad to be back, and peace.